I'm joined here by IM Vishal Sareen. Vishal, you are the team manager of Alpine Warriors, Alpine Warriors, and it is the most exciting team, I would say, in the league. It has Magnus Carlsen, Gukesh, Arjun, Praggnanandhaa, and you have Eslisabeth, Paehtz, and Irina, Krush.
We couldn't really hope for better.
So tell us a bit about how did you manage to get such a team which has the former world champion and also 3 amazing young talents.
Okay, this was a part of the strategy because we formed it ahead of the auction, like a day before, and we were very, very clear that we want a young team. And basically the catalyst was Devanshi, who has been she has been involved before me with the team, and she was the one, we had a very long discussion on this, and I said, Magnus, okay, if we can at any cost, is always a great bargain. So I mean, it doesn't matter. So, and then I said, I really couldn't imagine that we'd get all 3 of them, because these 3 were handpicked. I said, if we get these 3, forget about it. So on paper we are really good, but then okay, at the end of the day, this is also sport, so well, we'll see how it goes. But okay, on paper, probably one of the better teams.
How difficult was it to get Magnus?
Well, the bidding kept on going and going and going, and I received a message from the bidding room that this is happening. I said, go for it. No, don't stop till you get him. And well, as it transpired, in the end we won. So I mean, it was all about it is not it's I mean, obviously Magnus being the world #1 player for over 12 years now, and everything else that comes with it, but the aura that he brings in along with him, I mean, that is very inspirational stuff, and that can make a lot of difference, especially to these young players that we have in the team.
It's 10 days they spend with Magnus, together planning. It can change their, I mean, of course they are all very talented, but it will add so much to them.
Exactly my point. So, and not only that, I mean, but from the team's perspective also, if you, I mean, what I heard Eslisabeth saying was that, between her and Irina, the age is together is close to 80, and the remaining all combined is closer to 80. Wow. So I mean, this is we really have a blend of experience coming from obviously, I mean, Magnus being Magnus, and then Irina and Eslisabeth, tons of experience between them, and then we have probably the 3 most talented, I would say, players in the world currently, at least amongst the top 5. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Who would you consider as a big challenge? I mean, you've seen all the other teams.
No one. Okay, I would call it a challenge per se, but I see that Ganges has a pretty good team. What is that? Balan?
Balan Alaskan Knights.
Balan Alaskan Knights has got a pretty decent outing, and well, luckily we play them in the first round. So that actually eases up a little bit. It's not like you leave too much towards the end and all that, because it's going to be very pretty close contest. All the teams are pretty good. It's not like. The balance in the teams that I see is pretty good. I mean, almost all of them, but then these 2, I think, are probably the real contenders, I think.
And how do you like the format? There's a double round robin. There's also all players with white on one match, then all with black. Then there are 4 points for a victory with black pieces. Yes. How do you like all these new innovations?
Yes, okay. I mean, see, we need to improvise. So the idea behind all this is to improvise, and looking at a completely new format which has never happened before. And I mean, we are used to 1 white, 1 black, this, that, and all that. I mean, this has been happening for years and years, decades it's been that we have been playing under the same format, all the team events. I think this is an experience, and this is a new experiment, and well, Well, I obviously when we play black, the onus is on us, and then when we are playing white, the onus is still on us because you know you want to win. So it's just like it's gonna be tricky. But then I think a couple of days into it, after first 2 rounds, I think we'll all get used to it.
Right. As a team manager, what do you see now that you've chosen a great team, what do you see your main role as during the event?
Well, obviously, I mean, main thing would be to keep the team together, like keep them intact and as a unit, as a you know, as a force to reckon with, and keep them like motivated for as long as possible. I mean, like I'm sure, like if we can be in the top 2 at the end of the the preliminaries, then we go straight into the finals, and well, then it's anybody's game. But the fact of the matter is that my role would be largely to keep them united, motivated, and let's be together, let's play as a team. And this is a completely new concept. It's not like it's not like that's something that has happened before.
Yes.
It has happened online, okay, maybe sometimes, but never offline and never in this kind of format. So very unique concept, and I'm really excited and looking forward to it.
How do you feel as someone who's cared about chess for so many years, that someone like Tech Mahindra has come into chess and done this league? What does it mean to you as a chess lover?
Well, I mean, I would say that when the league was announced, this was pretty. It took a long time coming. I mean, it was announced, I think, sometime last year.
2021.
21, something like that, when Mr. Mahindra had announced that this is going to happen. Okay, it didn't happen for a year and a half, but then, okay, finally it's like a fruition of a dream, I would say, that, eventually something really great happening, and really looking forward to it. Like, I just can't wait for 21st to happen, so.
Fantastic. And lastly, could you tell us a bit about your team owners?
APL Apollo, basically they are one of the giants in the steel industry, and I think they have really grown, pace to pace in the last few years, and really going very strong as a company. SG Sports is one of the companies, because SG stands for Sanjay Gupta.
Yes.
And Mr. Gupta is the owner of our team, and he's the one who was catalyst in promoting this entirely, because he himself plays chess. He knows how to play, and he wants his like the other day I met him, and I played with his granddaughter, for example, who's only 4 years old, and she could still move the pieces. I mean, like, that kind of passion goes into the family. And I think they have really been very supportive, extremely supportive, I would say. I mean, I asked so many things when we met. I mean, we met only once, and this was our first meeting. I never met him before. I asked for so many things. It was always a yes and nothing. I mean, he did not even contest, even like why, or no questions were ever asked. Like, he said, okay, you want this? Done, like that. I mean, that kind of support, we really owe it to him.
Brilliant. Well, Vishal, pleasure talking to you, and thank you for visiting here in Mumbai at the ChessBase India Chess Club and doing this. It was a pleasure having you.
Actually, the pleasure is all mine. I never expected this, because I've been hearing stories about this place for like so many months now, that this happens here every weekend and this and that, and it's a pleasure to watch so many people came in today just to, at a very short notice, as I heard, like, you announced it only this morning, you said. So, I mean, like, still so many people have come just to participate in the tournament, and then tomorrow more people are expected. I mean, this is great job. I mean, thank you, ChessBase India, I would say.
Thank you so much, Vishal.